Hey, welcome back. It's LuminousStress. I'm just sitting on the dock here, or standing on the dock here with my buddies as they're fishing. I should have brought my own pole, but I forgot, so I don't get to fish with them. Sad. Anyway, hey, welcome back. I wanted to say a quick note. Sorry about last week's episode. It was a little short and not a lot of dialogue in it. With the holidays and everything just going on, didn't get a chance to put as much time as I would have preferred to into that video, and I really appreciate you guys watching. And today I want to jump right in with a build again, and this time let's swing around and head over next to our farmers. We put a area back here that I didn't like the minute I built it, and that is where we have all of our bees, and it's just ugly, and it is a purely functional build at this point, and I just don't like the way it looks at all. So today we are going to wait for nightfall so I can silk touch all the bees inside their homes, and then we are going to destroy this and build a proper area for our bees. It'll still be completely self-contained. It's going to be a little bit bigger though, as you'll see. It'll give us a lot more space to house these guys and to work with them. This is way too tight of a space, and yeah, it's just not exactly, you can see it's just not very good. So we're gonna wait for the sun to drop, and then we're gonna come back in here and we are gonna get those guys taken care of. And our first build today will be increasing our home for them. So yeah, I'm just gonna wait for the sun to drop now. I don't really know what I'm gonna do. Let's go fishing. Get our lucky pole and see what we can find. Okay, and we better stop fishing or we are gonna miss the sun dropping. So let's get rid of some of our loot. It's been a while since I've looked in here. And we will head over here, and I'm gonna have to... Man, the iron golems are really starting to spawn again. Gonna have to come over here and make sure we have our silk touch. And now we just have to wait for these guys to go to sleep. All right, and let's get these guys put in here safely. They do not stack when they are full of bees for whatever reason. And we'll get the fire out of here so we don't get burned. Okay, I'm going to take the rest of this down, and then we are going to have to actually clear a bigger area. And the building that I have designed is going to be sitting partly in the ground, so we're going to come into it about, maybe a little more than halfway up, which means I'll have to put stairs in right away. But I think you'll like the design. And once I get this knocked down, I will start building it. All right, in case you couldn't tell, we are going to build a giant bee box, or beehive rather, and these are all the tools that we need, or supplies that we need rather, to do it. And minus one thing, I need to go get some brown mushroom block, and we will be ready to go, and I will meet you guys over there and we will get building. Okay, we've got our beehive built, and it's a little ostentatious for me. I will give you that as we zoom around here and look at all the different sides. And it kind of stands out a little bit. It doesn't exactly fit in our theme, but I think that's okay. I think we can put up a building right here where that cat's sitting, and we might be able to put something behind this back here that'll kind of block the view if we were over here at the city looking, and kind of make it blend in a little bit. So I don't think that's the end of the world necessarily. And I really like the way it looks from this side. The other thing we can do if we need to down the road is put trapdoors down the side of this like I had before, either oak or dark oak, and that's going to really help hide a lot of it. And then, of course, I could do something on top if I need to as well. So the real reason that I wanted to build this as cool as it looks from the outside is I like the way it looks on the inside. Okay, I don't have a door yet, but what I'm really interested to see is the inside. So let's grab some torches and we will light this place up real quick, especially before I have some mob spawn. And what I have in here now is a really large open space, and it kind of looks like, yeah, the inside of, because it's the same texture. So I know this is a little different for what we're doing this season, and I understand that it might look a little weird given everything else that I've built so far, but I wanted to do something that just would stand out. I've been having a lot of frustrations trying to come up with a really cool way to house my bees, and I think this does it. I think this looks really good. I've got the basically what I tried to do in a creative world was just copy the best of my ability what a beehive looks like when it's full of honey, when it's ready to harvest. And we use different blocks to obviously pixelate the different, it's 16 pixels, so by 16 by 16, so I use different blocks to get the best that I really could. Is it perfect? No, probably not. But I am happy with this. I think this is going to be really fun. If we come in here, you can kind of see what one of these looks like when it's full, and that is what I went for here. So you can't see everything, like that little white pixel is hidden behind some of the sand here, but we could in the future get rid of some of that sand and open this up a little bit so that we can see more if we need to. And like I said, we can build a couple of other buildings on the sides here that'll hide this, or we can always cover it with trapdoors or something else that will make it blend in. But yeah, it's a fun build. I wanted to do something that just kind of stood out. I think I nailed it. The top is probably the funniest, just because it really, when you turn around, it kind of looks like a bullseye. But yeah, I think it's cool. I really like it. It'll be obvious what it is. So the next thing to do will be to get all the bees set up inside so that we continue to make honey. And now we have enough room. I could probably automate some of it, and have some honey jars made automatically and have some honeycomb made automatically, which would be really convenient to have. So yeah, we've got some more space. I'm looking forward to being able to use it. And oh well if it doesn't fit in. As you can tell, my voice is a little off. I recorded the time lapse a couple of days ago and then went to bed and got up the next morning and wasn't feeling good. So I've been working on something in the background that you guys haven't seen yet, and that is a massive tunnel. And here it is, and I think it's pretty cool. I've got moss on the bottom, and I put in some soul sand periodically so I could get these bubbles through here. I do have two more conduits down the length of this tunnel, and so you have plenty of visibility and you can breathe, and yet I still put the frog lamps. That I put them in mostly when I was building the tunnel and I hadn't flooded it yet, so I could probably take them out now, but I haven't. What I'd like to do is work on the roof and bring in some mossy cobblestone, maybe some mossy stone bricks, and completely redo this roof so that it's a little more green and it fits the area. But as you can see, I got tons of grass, maybe too much on the bottom. I got the moss all the way across the bottom and some random up the sides a little bit, and then I put the kelp on the side just to kind of hide the backdrop a little bit. And that's why I said I might have to come down here and put some mossy cobblestone or something and really spruce this up more. But it's kind of a long tunnel. It comes down here, and this comes up right where we previously built a bridge, so it gives you kind of a flavor for where we are. I've got two sets of bubbles up here kind of marking it. That one's going up, this one's going down, just as kind of a, hey guys, this is the entrance to the tunnel. So yeah, nothing crazy here. It's not the most impressive design in the world. I'm not done with it yet, and you might be thinking, okay, what does a underwater tunnel have to do with the Western theme that you guys are doing right now? And I would say probably not a whole lot, but because it's not visible most of the time, you don't really know it's here. So I've always had a fascination and a desire to do some underwater builds, and this was an idea I had, and I wanted to do a diagonal tunnel like this because I wanted to see really what the dynamics would be, how it would look when it's all said and done, those kinds of things. And so this is kind of something I did in survival mode because I wasn't feeling really well and my voice wasn't working, I couldn't record, and it kept me on the server and it kept me busy for a few days and allowed me to experiment with something. So I've kind of got it hidden on both ends. It is findable, but it's not overly obvious, especially from this side with all this extra kelp that we have growing. So yeah, I may not do anything with it. I may put some more time and effort into it. Leave a comment if you have some ideas. But yeah, that's I don't want to push my voice too much today. So this is probably going to be it for this video. I'm trying something new here too. So with the last update, from what I've been reading, if you do an ender pearl like this, it's supposed to keep the chunk loaded anytime I'm logged in, regardless of where I am on the map. So I could go a couple thousand blocks away and be at one of my other farms, and in theory this will stay loaded, But if I log off, it will despawn that ender pearl, and thus it'll shut down these blocks as well, these chunks as well. So I'm experimenting with it because I'd like to get some honey production going and see if I can't basically get that kick started. Like I said, I might double the farm just to get more output. But then again, I don't know that I need to, because we don't need tons of honey. And so, yeah, we'll just see what we do. And then another thing I saw watching some Hermitcraft videos, Scar was playing with putting some of the resin on different bushes to get like a flowery effect. Maybe an orange tree, I don't know. I like the way it looked though when I was watching him do it. So I've done it on these 4 out here just to give a little color. I changed out the leaf type to make it more green, and I like the way it looks. So yeah, let me know what you think about that, and if you have any other ideas, I'm always open. I love watching other people's videos and learning from them, which is what I did there. So yeah, we'll see how that works. And I'm thinking about maybe getting rid of this tree and putting a custom orange tree here, since we can kind of simulate the orange fruit with the resin. So yeah, it's something to think about. Definitely somebody else's idea that I'm borrowing, but that's the beauty of the Minecraft and world and ecosystem, is that we all get to borrow from each other. So yeah, if you learned something from me, great. I've learned most of what I do from other people as well, and I have a lot of fun. So yeah, with that, I'm gonna sign off before I push my voice too much, and we will see you guys next week. Good night.